There's enough in your vortex to keep you thriving for 20 or 30 lifetimes. That's how dynamic it is. That's how big it is. And you want some of it. How are you going to get it? You got to get into receptive mode. You've got to think like your inner being thinks in order to be in that receptive mode.
How you doing?
Extremely well.
My name is Malcolm.
Yeah.
Nice to meet everybody.
Yeah. They're glad to see you. The reluctant one.
I'm kind of new to all this.
Not really, but we get what you mean.
I feel like I was supposed to be here, so here I am.
Yeah. We think so too. That's the way you light it up. There was a lot going on around you, but there you were.
Yeah.
There you were. So now what?
I'm just here on the journey to better myself.
That's a given. We like that you put words to it, but it can't be otherwise. And you having fun at it?
I'm just grateful right now. Like I can't even express it. Like,
that's a nice way to feel, and we really like it when you feel that way. We just want to acknowledge something, that you're having that feeling because you've been desiring some things and they've been in the making, and now you've had a manifestation. And always feels so good when a manifestation of something that you want happens. The conversation that we've been having here today is we want you to have that feeling, that appreciative feeling all the way along, not just when it bursts into manifestation. Because we get it, this is fun, something you've been thinking about for a while, but everything that you want is unfolding in exactly the same way. That's our message to you. You're on the brink of every single thing you want, just like you were on the brink of this. Can you hear that? So do you remember how you were feeling before this happened? Can you describe it? When you were back there, watching what was going on, how were you feeling? How are you feeling about it?
Oh, when I was back there watching everything.
Before this happened, what was the feeling within you? We know that you feel appreciative or grateful. We like appreciative better because grateful has a little wonkiness in it, but appreciation is pure acknowledgement of your well-being. So we know you feel it now that it's happened, but you had to have been feeling it before it happened, or it couldn't have happened. And that's what we want to draw your attention to. Didn't you sort of kind of know? Didn't you have a certain feeling of certainty about you? Yeah. That's what we're talking about, and that's getting out ahead of it. This is really an important question. It's a trick question, so be very careful. It's going to be a leading question. That way you can't get it wrong. Can you feel how, even if we'd not sorted it out and got you here in the chair, can you feel how it would have been really good and just fine anyway?
Yeah.
In other words, you didn't need this. There wasn't some big reason that you needed this. It's fun that it happened. It's exhilarating that it happened, but the well-being is present in your life anyway. Yes? And once you establish that state of being, knowing that the manifestations are coming, and the fact that they're not here right now, this red hot minute, doesn't mean diddly squat, doesn't mean anything's gone wrong, because everything's in the process of becoming. The farmer doesn't dig the corn out and just say, never mind, I'll just eat you. It's disappointing. So?
The feeling I had was actually what you said. I kind of knew that I was going to be here in this chair.
Well, that's why you lighted up the way you did, because you had a desire that you didn't oppose with doubt. There was a desire and no doubt. And when that happens, then it's now. Now you can have desire and some doubt, and it can still be unfolding, and some stronger desire and some weaker doubt, and it's still unfolding. But when you have desire and no doubt, and don't be upset at yourself if you've got doubt, it takes a little while to let the doubt go away. You have to find vibrational alignment. Words don't teach. So what you do is you have desire and you line up with your desire, and then when things happen that lead you to the unfolding of your desire, then you make the correlation. You have an association. Esther had a sort of association, really interesting, sort of on the other end of the spectrum, but it's equally important in terms of understanding something. So she bought a new house in San Diego, and there is a truck that's going to deliver her furniture to this new house on Monday, and the seller moved out of the house on Wednesday. So Esther went over because it's on a hill and it's a little tricky, treacherous to get in there. And Esther knows that this truck is going to be big. And so she wanted to see with her own eyes how the truck that was taking the furniture away might be maneuvering in this situation. So she went up, no truck, they went away. She went back up, she kept going back and checking, didn't see any truck all day, which made her wonder, did they really move out? Or are we all going to live together? So there's a beautiful gate, and it's interesting because the driveway goes up a hill, so the gate opens like this. It's weird. Can't go in, it'll hit the pavement. It opens strange. Esther loves that gate. She thinks it's the trickiest, bestest gate she's ever seen. And she thought, I wonder how the truck's going to get in there. And then she had a thought once she got back to her current house. She had a thought, that truck's going to hit that gate. And guess what? The departing truck broke the gate. So Esther is asking herself, she's afraid to ask us because she knows we'll tell her the answer. She's asking, was that a premonition? Was that guy going to break that gate? Or did I create the breaking of the gate? And we said, there was a high probability that this new, inexperienced driver was going to break the gate, but you made it a sure thing. Because you get what you think about. You just get what you think about. The universe includes all the thoughts around all the subjects together. So Esther had a worrisome thought, knew it was a worrisome thought, and instead of turning it into a not worrisome thought, or instead of being in such a good place, in other words, there's a little trepidation about moving. There's a little trepidation about what the process means anyway. In other words, that's a sort of natural thing. All unknowns have the potential of worrying you a little bit, but you can get out ahead of it. Somebody doesn't have to break the gate. Things don't have to go wrong unless you like the drama of it, unless you like to conquer things, unless you like to triumph. Things don't have to be hard, you see. So we really, really like it when you've been thinking thoughts and you've been having emotions, and then you're getting manifestations, when you are able to make the association between the thoughts and the feelings and the outcome. They always match. Thoughts and feelings and outcomes always match. So what you want to do is get really good at thinking thoughts that produce good feelings and then acknowledging the good outcomes. But isn't it sort of nice that you get to play this game? Would you really like to play tennis with someone who could never return your serve? I'm the best server in the whole world. Well, how are you at returning the ball when it comes back to you? Don't know. Nobody's ever hit a ball back to me before. Your games must be very short, and are they really rewarding? Not really. In other words, it's nice to volley back and forth. It's nice to find your way. It's nice to have a thought and have an outcome that you really don't want, and then modify your thought. So next time you have that thought and that feeling, you might think, oh, I know what's coming now. Yes?
Thank you.
Really good. Someone's trying to coach you from out there.
Say again? Yeah. Actually, he taught me everything about you. I never knew anything about you. And he was just like, dude, you got to come to the seminar.
So he knows he's in on it. In other words, he can feel his vibrational part in this, yes?
Yeah.
And so why do you think he got in the chair and you didn't? That's right. Because his desire about this was very strong. In the same way that Esther's thinking about the gate and gathering the cooperative components, he was thinking about you being here and was a proponent in gathering the cooperative components. Yeah, that is how it works. That's exactly how it works. Yeah. 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 You're doing really well. And life is so good for you. Enough?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Really good. Really good. Yeah. Yeah. something lighting up right here. Yeah. Yeah. All right, now you see what just happened? See how many thoughts were involved in this? Any question in your mind? Why? Aren't you sorry you came alone? No, I'm just kidding. We're just kidding. It's not completely like that.